Hi guys, how it's going? It's Julian and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, continuing with the series related with the IELTS preparation, which it is from this particular website, which is just to practice and prepare yourself for the test. We are gonna continue with another article, which in this case, the name of this article is "Describe something that you lost in a public place," and this is part of the part two of the IELTS speaking preparation, the speaking part two. So let's go ahead with it. This, as I say, the topic is describe something that you lost in a public place, and you should say what you lost, how you lost it, where you lost it, and explain how you felt about it. These are when you basically when you make this kind of tests, this website provide you what are the things that you should uh, put in your answer, what your answer should contain. And this is pretty useful because before you start to answer, or you must consider these questions in your mind to answer appropriately. So that's a pretty good stuff. So you can get used to that, to the point about what the interviewer is waiting for you from you. Okay, here first of all we have like a sample answer, and then we have like a, a real one from a candidate. So let's go for it. The sample answer is: losing things is one of the most frustrating daily experiences and can cost us both time and money. We are invariably unhappy about losing the item, but also about wasting time looking for it. Today, I would like to talk about one such experience. One day I was taking a taxi home from the airport and had a lot on my mind. And when the taxi dropped me off at home, I got out, paid the driver, and didn't really notice that my phone was laying on the back seat. At first, I flew into a panic, not only because of its value, but mostly because it was the gift of my parents. I was so confused that I didn't know how to contact the driver or even which taxi company it was that had taken me home. Then I imagined the driver couldn't have known who the phone belonged to either. I tried to ring my own number over and over, and after several attempts, the driver answered. I explained what had happened and asked if they would be kind enough to bring it back to me. Finally, I hear a knock on the door. It was the taxi driver with my phone in his hand. I was smiling from ear to ear and offered him some money. However, he shook his head and refused, but instead wished me a good night as he passed me my phone. It was a scary but memorable experience that I may never forget, and I was very happy and grateful for that driver. This experience has made me more careful of my belongings, and now I try to keep my phone as securely as possible. Well, that was a pretty good taxi driver for sure. In other countries, for sure he could stole them. It's called. But yeah, that's it. IELTS speaking part 3. Okay, what kind of people may lose things often? I think there are two groups of people who may lose things often. The first one is people who are careless and unorganized. They are the ones who do not have the habit of putting things in order and like leaving things around carelessly. Therefore, they always forget where they have put certain things and may lose things often. The second group is the elderly, who can become forgetful as time goes by. Yeah, for like because that I usually before I just move to other place. For example, if I'm sit in a bunch or something like that, I always take care of my pockets before to go. What can what can we do to prevent losing important things? There are a few there are a few ways I can think of to prevent losing stuff. First, we should learn to put stuff away immediately and recognize the different areas in the house that are prone to clutter. People should make a cleaning up a weekly routine Another solution is to turn your head to check your surroundings one more time whenever you exit a place. I do that the most of the time. Whether it's a subway, train, cafe, restaurant, etc., we should also check our pockets from time to time and keep in mind all the essentials that we have at the moment and verify them one by one. What kinds of things do people lose most often? The first thing that comes to my mind is a mobile phone. It's mobile phones. In the modern world, in the modern world, the most people don't go anywhere without their phones. They are not only they are not only important in our daily life, but also our perfect vacation patterns. Idea for taking photos, keeping in touch with friends and family, and using apps to find our way around when traveling. But they are also easy to accidentally misplace or leave behind. Some personal things such as wallets and keys are also some of the most commonly lost items. What would you do? What would you do if you saw something valuable that didn't belong to you on the street? Obviously, I will not keep it for myself. When I was a little kid, my parents always taught me that it was wrong to keep the things of other people without their permission, and it was a good virtue not to pick up the things that do not belong to you. Instead of that, I will try my best to find out the person who lost the thing by reporting it to the police station to find the owner of that lost item. Well, that was the first article of this section. And actually, we have like another one. It's not related with this one. It's like individual one, another. So it's a short one. So because this one is was like quite short, I want to make another article. So it won't take so much time. So let's go for it. Well, like a review about that article was pretty nice. I realized that the article used like a lot of expressions and a lot of useful vocabulary. When I talk with my friends, usually I don't have that kind of vocabulary the most of the time. We just express ourselves in the way we can, like in a good way. But I mean, when you imagine yourself answering these questions uh, in an interview, like to make the exam, the IELTS, it could be pretty. You must stay yourself comfy and try to put the words in a clear way while the other person is looking to you directly in the eyes. So it could be kind of intense experience, even though when you use like such a lot of vocabulary. To be honest, I haven't been practicing so much my vocabulary lately, cause I think the most important part of my English skills at this moment is that I feel confident enough to talk with the most of the people around. Not in real life, cause I never talked before with a person in real life, but with with random people online, usually I can have like a good conversation with them, and I feel comfy in making that. But using this level of vocabulary, it could be kind of challenging. So I must move to the next level of vocabulary to keep improving if I want to make this exam. So it could be like a good advice for all of you as well, because in my experience, uh, and after watching some videos related with the IELTS on YouTube, they usually put like a lot of attention in your grammar skills, and those little details would make the difference when you speak. So put attention on that. Okay, let's go for the next one. This article is called "Describe a gift you would like to buy for your friend." IELTS Speaking Part 2. Describe a gift you would like to buy for your friend. You should say, as I said, these are like some key points that you should put in your answers always when they ask you something. What gift you would like to buy? Who who you would like to give it to? Why you would like to buy a gift for him her? And explain why you choose that gift. Sample answer. I'd like to tell you about a gift that I'm gonna buy for my best friend on her birthday this year. My friend has a soft spot for sneakers, and she even has a huge collection of shoes from various brands, both local and international ones. There is that pair of Nike Air Max 97 that she's being totally obsessed with, but kind of can afford since they're a little pricey, about more than $200. I've decided to buy them for my friend next month as her birthday is coming real soon. I bet she'd be absolutely elated and surprised by such a stunning gift. To speak frankly, there is just a couple of people I spend more than $100 on when it comes from a gift buying, and my best friend is definitely one of those. You know, we've been best friends for 5 years and gone through all ups and downs together. So I really want to treat her on her special day. I also think that sneakers are such a meaningful gift that shows one's love and appreciation to those who receive them. Okay, let's start with uh, with another example of this. IELTS Speaking Part 3. When do people send gifts to others? Well, it seems obviously that all of us would send gifts to our loved ones on holidays and special occasions around the world. When it's holiday seasons such as Christmas in Western countries or Tet in some Asian nations, friends and families are excited to prepare gifts for those around them. Besides, gifts is sort of a must during celebrations such as weddings, anniversaries, or birthdays. Why do people like to receive gifts? I guess we're all somebody's close friend or significant other, aren't we? So when we receive a gift from our loved ones, whether it's prohibited, so uh, whether it's prohibitively expensive or just a few bucks, we all feel happy and grateful because there is always someone out there who loves and cares about us. While people feel happy when receiving an expensive gift, honestly, I feel that most people would be pleased and delighted with luxury overpriced presents. It's not only because we tend to be attracted to material possessions as humans, but also due to the fact that we must be very important to those who are willing to spend lavishly on items they give us. Hmm. The vocabulary here was pretty interesting for me. I'm gonna save this article for later. But until now, this video, guys, it was pretty nice. Uh, Read this article. I really enjoy read these kind of articles, to be honest. Cause usually I just read for myself like random stuff online. But when it's about with this kind of articles, I can realize where it is my level currently and what I must improve. Cause at the same time that I'm reading, I must to create these videos and try to sound good in some way. So it's good cause I love to make this kind of content. For sure, I'm gonna make more. And yeah, it was pretty nice, and I hope you enjoyed. Take care, guys, and have a good one. Subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and turn on the bell to receive the notifications. And see you later, and until the next one.